the baby bears sit quietly soaking in their now ruined under trousers as Bitcoin activates a mega pump 4% candle to the upside to touch the $20,000 level for the first time in 3 weeks. Moon Boys let out a squeal and a squirt as our portfolios are now down only 65%. As we discussed in yesterday's webisode, the Moon Boys are potentially just getting started for the biggest Christmas miracle since Santa Claus squeezed his large body down a chimney and invaded the homes of innocent bystanders worldwide. And the reason for this pump is so big, you simply won't believe it. Bitcoin and altcoins across the board, along with the stock market, are absolutely showing us and giving us a taste of what is potentially to come over these next 2 months as we anticipate the famed Santa Claus rally. But the reason and explosiveness behind this are almost too big to imagine, but once I tell you, you'll be shocked. So you guys make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications so you don't miss these absolutely time-sensitive alerts. And without any further ado, let's just dump into the content here. And so, as we talked about in yesterday's video, this looks very good for the stock market in terms of a relief rally. And that's exactly what we said yesterday. This, to me, looks like a very strong, again, relief rally, which, as we all know, October, November, and December are typically some of the most bullish times of the year for crypto, but also for the stock market. And right now we're starting to see this, and we're seeing altcoins across the board absolutely begin to pump here. I'm in multiple trades. Actually, I've been in trades for a while. Specifically with Cardano, I've been fighting not to get liquidated for basically the past month, and I've just been averaging down, lowering my liquidation price over the past month. And now, since I'm back above the entry point for this trade, basically for every cent that Cardano goes up, I'm making about $2,000 in profit on this trade. So I have 5 active trades, and all it takes is the smallest little move, and massive returns can be seen in this market. And I'm experiencing that right now. Now, is it possible we see a swing back down below 20K? Absolutely. It's pretty much guaranteed, right? This market moves a bunch of different ways. We are starting to potentially see the beginning of a trend shift. After 4 flat months, almost 5 flat months, this is just extremely big. And there's so many things I want to start off with. I'm not sure where I want to start, but I guess we could start with looking at the stock market. And as we've been talking about, we're above some very critical moving averages, the 200 where we bounced, and now we've peaked our head above the 10-week moving average for the first time in months now. And we see the MACD crossing over, right? We see bullish momentum kind of coming in hot here, as obviously the story around the Fed increasing the rates has been prominent for months and months. Guys, all it takes, okay? What's bigger than Bitcoin breaking 20K today is that it's a realization. And that realization is all it takes is for the DXY to have a lapse in its pumping. All it takes is for maybe a month, 2-3 months of dumpage for the DXY. Potentially the most bullish scenario is that a complete breakdown of this gigantic ascending broadening wedgie right here, okay, collapsing below this level right here of this multi-month trend. All it takes is for the DXY to get weak and dump there, and this market will go up insanely fast, much faster than we've seen it dump. Bitcoin has been put under a pressure cooker, and basically all explosiveness, all momentum at this point is to the upside. There is so much pressure to the upside that has yet to be released, and it has not been released yet. For pizza's sake, Bitcoin has barely gotten above 20K for a few minutes, and we're seeing this market double-digit gains percent-wise for a lot of these top cryptos. Ethereum up 10% right now, ADA up 16% right now. A lot of these top alts up at least 5%. And this is just the beginning. So another thing that I noticed today, and this just goes to show how much dollar cost averaging and getting into this market really does for you. One of my crypto wallets actually right now is only a few $1,000s away from being at the same value that it was at the all-time highs. So what does that mean? It means that I've been putting in so much crypto as the market's been dumping that I almost have the same value in that portfolio as I did when Bitcoin was 69K, nice, and the altcoins were, 10, 20, 30x higher than they are currently. And take advantage of over $16,000 in trading bonuses below with BitGet, BITGET, and Phoenix. In addition, if you just create a BitGet account with my link below, put in an email, create a password, it takes 30 seconds, you receive 15 free USDT as well, but then as well, deposit bonuses over 16,000. And the name of the game is that I've been putting like 97, I've been putting almost all of my money into crypto over these past 6+ months because these prices were so low. With these prices so low, the only thing that I've been doing, the only thing that I've been thinking as I've been trained by people for the last 6 years since I've been in crypto, by people on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. I have been trained to just dump more money in the lower it goes, right? And that's what most of you do as well. So simply applying that strategy is how you maximize your gains so much. You ideally should not be dumping in a lot of money back when Bitcoin's at 100K or something like that, right? It definitely would not be the most profitable way to make money in these markets. However, I mean, all it takes, again, if Bitcoin gets to 30K, imagine how much profit you will make just in that move to 30K. Ideally, if you've been doing what a lot of people have been telling you to be doing or recommending for years and years, is that you buy the dumps and you sell the pumps. But buying the dumps is, in my opinion, much more fun, because that is where the rocket fuel comes in. So one thing I want to note here is that the DXY absolutely is providing instant relief for Bitcoin. It is down, falling to its lowest level since October 6th, so about almost 3 weeks. And again, guys, what's so important about this is that all it takes is for the DXY to start dumping. It's been pumping for well over a year now. All it takes is for the DXY to start dumping, and crypto is going to get much more explosive than we've seen so far today. One thing I do want to highlight as well is that Lionel Messi is partnered with BitGet. Absolutely huge. This happened a few days ago, but I just think, that's absolutely crazy, right? But as well, with the stock market climbing back above also its 21-day moving average here, obviously we've had 3 green days now, so that's, think about that. We've only had 3 green days, and the market is up immensely. If you have long positions in from just a few days ago, you would be immensely in profit in like most of the top cryptos, right? As I said, I'm in 5 different crypto long positions right now. ADA is the one I'm most excited about today, as you can see, obviously, because it's up 16% right now. That's a pretty big green candle. ADA, so my experience with ADA is that I get absolutely crushed if I, just mistime the entry by a little bit, but then absolutely it makes the most gains on trades if you just catch it at the right time. I was on the verge of not doing very well in this trade for the past month, and I've been averaging down, but now I'm finally seeing the fruits of that trade, so that's great there. And Bitcoin on the weekly chart, again, look at this. We just got this bullish cross that we've been talking about. This is the 10-day chart, the very first green tick on the MACD in a year. Okay. And as we all know, the Santa Claus rally or the Q4 rallies are very real for the stock market. And guys, if the stock market has any sort of a bounce, then Bitcoin will experience something similar. Even if the stock market tops out around 43, even if it tops out around 41.8, anywhere in this range, even if it pumps, all it needs is a little bit of a pump, and we will see massive returns in this market in terms of swing trades. Obviously, we're not in a bull market right now. I just personally think we're about to see a nice relief rally, which is what I've been saying. However, guys, what we do need to watch is that if the DXY does come down and touches on this trend line like it has 8 times over the past year, here it basically swings back and forth between these levels here, right? Let me get them all. If it comes down here and it breaks below that, then we can actually start talking about, wow, maybe we'll have some longer term relief in these markets. As obviously people expect the Fed to kind of stop being so aggressive with their interest rate hikes as we get to the end of this year and potentially halt entirely in 2023, that gives us a nice renewed hope. And as I've been saying, as this chart is just so clear it should be so clear to everyone. We have, if this is not a bottom forming, we have so much now built up support at 20K that the next time we get to 25, 30K, 35K, 20K is going to be that much stronger as support. And that's something people need to realize. 20K did not have an immense amount of support prior to these last 6 months. We got rejected off of it back in 2017, and then we blew past it back at the start of this bull market. We blew past it back at the end of 2020. And now what we've done over these past 6 months, 5-6 months, is just built up immense support here. So that the next time, let's say we have a move up to here and we get rejected, this support is going to be ridiculous. So, that's something long term. I just think you have to have that as part of your primary strategy, is that 20K is going to be insane. Now, again, it's still too early to say 20K is, we're still right at 20K. This is not even a real breakout yet. But what this hints at is the immense amount of volatility that has been built up and building up because of the DXY holding crypto and the stock market down. So you guys in the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those ghost notifications so this is absolutely time-sensitive alerts. Take advantage of over $16,000 in trading bonuses below. In addition, if you just sign up with my BitGet link below, it takes 30 seconds. Put in an email and create a password. You'll receive 15 free USDT on top of those massive bonuses as well. Without any further ado, that's free.